Good evening and welcome to the Irvine Barkley Theater. Thank you for joining us for the 2023 State of the City Address. What a wonderful evening to celebrate the city of Irvine. My name is Hope Wellickson and I'm a senior at Irvine High School. With me, I have a few fellow students and we are excited to have the opportunity to help MC this evening's program. Before we get started, a big thank you goes to the Irvine Barkley Theater for hosting this event for the second year in a row. At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize our Irvine City Council. If you would please stand as I call your name. Vice Mayor Tammy Kim. Council Member Larry Agron. Council Member Mike Carroll. And Councilmember Kathleen Treseder. Also, we know there are a number of elected officials joining us this evening from this region and the state. I invite you to please stand and be recognized. I would also like to recognize UCI Chancellor Howard Gilman.
Good evening, Irvine. My name is Christy Toe, and I'm a junior at Northwood High School. One of my most favorite things about Irvine is its commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So many people were involved in making this year's State of the City possible. A big thank you to all who played a role in bringing us together tonight, especially the sponsors who graciously supported this community event. A very special thank you to the presenting sponsors, UCI and UCI Health. UCI is more than just an institution of higher learning. It is a vital part of our community, committed to enhancing lives through rigorous academics, cutting-edge research, and dedicated public service. It is one of the most desired schools in the country and has been the top choice in the UC system among first-generation Californians for the past 5 years. We would also like to recognize the gold sponsors, H Mart and Merchants Landscaping, and to the silver sponsors, Concordia University Irvine, Cox Communications, and Irvine Company. Thank you so much. Did everyone get a chance to see the Orchard Hills Robotics team in action? Last year, they had teams make it to the World Championship, placing #1 out of the best 500 teams in the world. Doesn't our future look bright? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for being here. And let's not forget to thank Sunbright and Diamond Jamboree for the boba. It is now our honor to welcome Reverend Adelia Sandoval, spiritual leader of the Wahenyo Band of Mission Indians and Hashiman Nation, to provide tonight's invocation. Please stand if you are able.
On behalf of the Wahenyo Band of Mission Indians, a Hashiman Nation, the indigenous people of Irvine and of Orange County, I thank you, Mayor Khan, for inviting me to give this invocation this evening. We honor the memory of the peaceful and resilient people who walked these very lands for thousands of years before all of us. As grandfather's sun rests in the west and grandmother moon in her glorious fullness rises in the east, we call upon you, O Great Spirit. Encircle us with all that is good as we celebrate and acknowledge this vibrant city of Irvine, literally in the heart of Orange County. We ask blessings upon Mayor Farah Khan, Vice Mayor Tammy Kim, and Council members Larry Agron, Mike Carroll, and Kathleen Treseder. We ask blessings upon the citizens and businesses and organizations dedicated to the mission and vision of this city. Oh, Great Spirit, continue to inspire all the elements that make this city safe and dynamic and beautiful. May balance be the key to her continued success. May flexibility and hospitality and joyful response to its citizens be Irvine's continuous mission here in this unique and diverse community. We ask blessings upon the land itself, especially the cherished parks and open spaces where sustainable practices become the norm so that all life can continue to thrive for the generations to come. Cho'onum noneshkinum for all our relations. Omakat yamakat huya Irvine poto. May peace prevail in Irvine. Omakat yamakat huya tomayawut poto. May peace prevail on earth. Ilah. Amen. Oh. You be seated.
Thank you, Reverend Sandoval, for joining us this evening. My name is Ryan DeHaas, and I'm a senior at Woodbridge High School. One quality about Irvine that I love the most is the number of opportunities for teen civic engagement. Now, will the audience please rise, if you are able, for the Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing for tonight's singing of our national anthem. Chief Kent, will you please call forward the Irvine Police Honor Guard?
Irvine Police Honor Guard, present colors. Detail. Halt. Left. Base.
At this time, it is my pleasure to call forward Girl Scout Troops 3369 and 5415 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Present arms. Order. Arms.
Thank you, troops, for joining us this evening. Let's give them a round of applause. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome the talented students of Gospel Voices Youth Choir, who are here tonight to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?
Chief Kent, will you please dismiss the Irvine Police Honor Guard?
Irvine Police Department, retire honor guard.
Detail. Right. Face. Forward. March.
Audience, you may be seated. My name is Ellie Irianto, and I am a senior at Irvine High School. One of my favorite memories of Irvine is biking local trails with my family on weekends. At this time, we welcome Gospel Voices Youth Choir to perform Oh Happy Day. Thank you, Gospel Voices Youth Choir, for that exceptional performance. Let's give them a warm round of applause. It is now our pleasure to welcome a performance by the esteemed Iranian all-female group LA DAF Ensemble.
چه جنس شیشم قوی تر از همیشم نبین نحیف ساقه هام درخت کهنه ریشم همیشه بوده باورم که با تو من برابرم اگه قوی بازوهات به جاش منم یه مادرم نقاب و پاره می کنم خیال چاره می کنم شب سیاه و تیره رو پر از ستاره می کنم ندا منم هوا منم صدای نسل ما منم اگرچه بستی بالمو رهاتر از رها منم
قلب تو خلیج فارس و هرمز سینه به سینت سلسله کوه البرز وسعت نام تو وسعت نام خورشید جلوه خاک تو قرمز و سبز و سپید این نمنم منم من ذره خاک وطنم من ذره خاک وطنم من ایران خاک در ایران ایران قرش شیران ایران همیشه جاویدان شبنمی از جنگل شما ایرانی دیده به دریایی از کمان ایرانی محو جمیلی از آن جمال ایرانی ایرانی پهلوان ایرانی مهربان ایران وطن من ایرانی قهرمان ایرانی پهلوان از عرس تا خلیج وطن من خون سیاوش کمان آرش مهد شهیدان غرور آتش خانه ایمان به لطف یزدان ایران خاک در ایران ایران قرش شیران ایران همیشه جاویدان رستم و سهراب قصه ها ایرانی شیرین و فرهاد عاشقا ایرانی اهل وفا صلح و صفا ایرانی ایرانی مهربان ایرانی قهرمان ایران وطن من ایرانی قهرمان ایرانی پهلوان ایران وطن من این منم من ذره خاک وطنم من ذره خاک وطنم من ایران خاک در ایران ایران قرش شیران ایران همیشه جاویدان
Thank you, LA DAF Ensemble, for your powerful performance. Also, thank you to Iranian American Women's Foundation for sponsoring their performance. We know that living in Irvine evokes certain type of emotion, an incredibly special feeling, if you will. Irvine has not taken shape and become the city it is today by accident. Irvine was created with intent. Let's take a moment now to hear about what Irvine means to others and how this incredible community makes them feel.
The city of Irvine, the 13th largest city in the state of California. A master-planned community, inspired by a vision and planned for success. A destination city, home to over 300,000 residents. A business community, hosting more than 20,000 businesses and 275,000 jobs. And a place to celebrate diversity, with more than 50 ethnicities and over 100 languages spoken within its borders. But beyond all of that, Irvine is a city with a culture of caring and a passion for excellence. For generations, a fabric of villages working together to build a community that enriches the lives of its residents. A big city with a small town feel. A network of people, businesses, academia, government, and residents who work together to form one of the safest cities in America, creating the Irvine feeling.
When I think of Irvine, I feel so blessed to live here. We have great parks, great schools, we have world-class shopping, we have world-class dining, we have pretty much everything for everyone. One of the most unique features of Irvine is the fact that we are a truly multicultural city. We are a global city right here in the heart of Orange County. No matter where you go in the world, a lot of people have actually heard of Irvine.
If I could summarize how this city makes me feel, it's the word opportunity. I feel so much opportunity in this city, and I know many other people share that same feeling. I've lived in the city 38 years, and what I like about the city so much is the access to all the outdoor space, the parks, the bike trails, all the things you can do that are family friendly.
I moved here in 1973, and there was about 40,000 people that were permanent residents on the Irvine Ranch. And we had just become a city, it was very new. I think it's important for people to realize that we did come from something and to appreciate today what we have.
Irvine is known for its cultural mix. For many Asian Americans, Irvine feels like home. Home for the largest Chinese cultural center in this region. Home for us to raise a family and children. And also chase our American dream, which we care dearly to our heart. Freedom, democracy, and diversity.
It makes me feel really safe and that we care about the environment. I can tell when I'm driving from another city and I enter Irvine, you can tell it makes a difference. Irvine is green. So you can see that as you walk around and drive down the roads or go hiking or take your kids to parks. There are trees, it's very clean, it's very calm and quiet. Irvine takes good care of the environment. You can tell that we really care about it as a community.
Irvine's great, you know, there's a lot of different varieties of food, places to go, you know, that you never get bored here, you know, even though people say that Irvine is a pretty big place, but I feel like, you could explore everywhere.
I love the sense of community and feeling like you belong. I love watching whether it's friends or families, neighbors, businesses, and civic, cultural, and student organizations come together to volunteer. We've received letters from Marines saying, we knew we were coming back, we knew there was going to be no one there to welcome us, and we come into our barracks and there's a poster from the Youth Action Team, and there's a welcome home bag, and there are handwritten cards and notes, and it let us know that somebody cared, and that meant the world to us.
Well, it makes me feel good. I've lived here in Irvine for almost 50 years now. This is a city that has grown from basically a small town of about 10,000 people to a master plan community that rings with success, but is a city where over 300,000 people now live in remarkable harmony.
When I think about Irvine, I'm happy. It's just a delightful community with so many people that care. It's a large city with communities that are villages that all revolve around the schools, elementary, middle, high schools that are all really excellent. And the community comes together in many events.
Irvine makes me feel, in one word, inspired. The people of Irvine, we're talking about a place that is the most integrated, diverse community in all of America. The businesses, the business community in Irvine, the school community in the award-winning Irvine Unified School District. And it is incredible in terms of its quality of life, and just the overall vibe of this town is unbeatable. It really is the best place to live in all of the United States.
As an organization, Irvine exists to serve its residents and visitors in the continual pursuit of a community that offers an exceptional quality of life. But more than that, Irvine is considered one of the best places to work in Orange County, and that's because of the satisfaction Irvine staff get in serving their community.
Why do we like to work for the city of Irvine? Because we get to connect people.
It's because we pride ourselves in maintaining the city.
We make sure everybody plays. We create memories. We get to work with our future leaders.
We ensure the integrity of Irvine staff for today
And in the future.
We are dedicated to keeping the community safe.
We love caring for our seniors. And most of all, we love the people.
The people, the places, the environment, the compassion, inclusion, and our dedication to progress. Through our work as a community, we will continue to build for generations to come. And that is the Irvine feeling.
And now, without further ado, we would like to introduce City of Irvine Mayor Farrah Khan.
Wow, look at this crowd. Good evening. And welcome to the 2023 State of the City Address. I'm honored to stand here before you as mayor of this great city, and it is my privilege to share with you the progress we have made, the challenges we have faced, and the vision we have for our future. Can you please give one more round of applause for our students, our vision for the future, for their participation today. Now, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to my City Council colleagues for their dedication and their service to our community. The work that we do would not be possible without their tireless efforts and commitment to making Irvine a better place for all. Thank you. I would also like to welcome our city commissioners, committee members, state and regional elected officials, military leaders, and international officials joining us today. Thank you. Thank you all for your efforts to enhance and support Irvine, California's 13th largest city, the fastest growing city in the United States, and America's greatest master planned community. I would also like to introduce and thank our city manager, Oliver Chi, our assistant city managers, Michelle Grettenberg, Pete Carmichael, Brian King, and our deputy city manager, Melissa Haley. And a special thank you to our police chief, Michael Kent. I would also like to recognize our city department directors and our incredible staff for keeping Irvine the best place to live, work, and play. So this month, we are celebrating Women's History Month. And as a part of that celebration, we are honored to have 3 of Irvine's women mayors here with us this evening. Please join me in recognizing former mayors Christina Shea, Beth Crom, and Sally Ann Sheridan. Thank you so much. And it is really a special treat to have Sally Ann here with us as she spearheaded the development of the Irvine Barkley Theater. Thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight, and thank you for your work and everything that you've done for our great city. At this time, I would like to recognize and express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the Irvine Barkley Theater. This is the 2nd year that they have held the State of the City address here, so thank you so much. And a very special thank you to our presenting sponsors, UCI and UCI Health. And to all our sponsors who graciously supported this community event, thank you so much. And of course, most importantly, I would like to thank my family for their ongoing love and support of me as mayor of this wonderful community that we call home. Thank you. So last year, I spoke about a balanced community and our commitment to the principles of Irvine's master plan, a living document serving as a roadmap for Irvine's exceptional quality of life. As I reflect on our community's progress, I am struck by the incredible generational success that Irvine has experienced, from an idea to inception to a world-class city offering residents and businesses the best quality of life experiences. Our city's success is a testament to the contributions of each and every one of our community members, both past and present. From the founding fathers who had the vision to create a master planned city to the current generation who are working to make Irvine an inclusive, green, and vibrant place to live, work, and raise a family. Irvine is home. A home where everyone feels safe, has heart, and shows compassion. Today, I also want to thank the community for their generosity and support in collecting coats and blankets for the countless victims of the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. And as you saw earlier today, we continue to stand in solidarity with the women in Iran. I am so proud of our community. Totally so proud of our community, so thank you, everyone. But tonight, I'm also excited to share the state of our great city. So you know, our city has come a long way in a short amount of time. In 2022, Irvine became the 13th largest city in California and one of the top 10 fastest growing cities in the nation. This is a testament to our strong and vibrant community and reflects our growth and prosperity. For generations, investment into people has carried Irvine into the thriving city it is today, ensuring that everyone in our community has an opportunity to succeed and reach their full potential. With this growth, we now have a seat with the Big City Mayors Coalition, where mayors from the 13 largest cities in California advise on local issues. And just this past year, Irvine will secure funding to support regional coordination and expand or develop capacity to address homelessness. And I will continue to work with my fellow mayors to push for meaningful solutions that will make a difference. As mayors, we know what's happening in our cities and where the needs are. And I will continue to advocate and work hard to build relationships at the state and federal level. In October 2022, I had the great privilege and honor of welcoming President Joe Biden at the John Wayne Tarmac during his visit to our great city and Irvine Valley College to discuss the Inflation Reduction Act. It was a momentous occasion, and our city continues to gain recognition and put itself on the map. However, we are aware of the critical challenges that we face, such as inflation, supply and demand, and infrastructure. Just days before the president's visit, I had the pleasure of hosting former Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa at our Great Park. He now serves as Governor Newsom's senior infrastructure advisor. During his visit, we shared significant city priorities, including the Great Park Framework and Transit Vision Study. We don't rest on our laurels. We are always working to bring dollars back to Irvine, and that's important. Our conservative approach to budgeting and careful management of resources has allowed us to weather the pandemic and economic uncertainty while maintaining our high level of programs and services. I am proud to report that the city remains financially strong with a balanced budget and a healthy reserve. Most recently, the city saw an increase in revenues generated by sales tax. Sales tax were up when compared to the same period in 2021. And as we move forward, we will continue to prioritize fiscal responsibility and make smart investments in our community. It is no secret that the COVID-19 global pandemic left the world feeling fatigued beyond measure. But together, we faced that challenge and came out strong. The City Council adopted the Irvine Recovery Plan in October 2021. With this, we allocated $56 million to community programs and services, like the Irvine Children's Fund, which provides childcare scholarships. And we also provided grants to support vulnerable populations, small businesses, and emerging nonprofits. And one of my favorites is the One Irvine program. There, we have provided direct home improvement funds, community building events, and neighborhood improvements. Our investment in our community enables us to continue being one of the most desirable places to live, work, and play. Now, ensuring the safety of our residents is a fundamental responsibility of local government and a top priority for this council. For the 17th year in a row, Irvine has had the lowest per capita violent crime rate in its size. Irvine has a stellar police department staffed by dedicated and highly trained personnel working tirelessly to keep our community safe. We continue to make investments, including expanding our police department to meet the needs of our population, implementing technologies and tools, and further strengthening our partnerships. And as a result, our officers are recognized nationally and internationally for their work in our schools, with our youth, to support emergency preparedness, and so much more. This is all achieved in working in partnership with the community. Since 2000, the Community Emergency Response Team, also known as CERT, has produced trained community members to keep us safe, providing a positive and realistic approach to emergency and disaster situations. More than 3,000 of our community members are now trained as CERT responders, including me. And the Irvine Police Department has held 92 CERT classes and is halfway through their 93rd class. That is an amazing task. And so many of our youth have participated in the Irvine Police Explorers Program. The Explorers Program provides teens who may be interested in a career in law enforcement with a comprehensive volunteer program, including training, competition, service, and practical experiences. And as we speak of generational success, 7 current IPD staff members were a part of the Explorers Program, including our very own Chief Kent. As we look to the future, we are committed to building on this progress, working together to ensure that Irvine remains one of the safest cities in the country. Again, thank you so much, Chief Kent and the men and women of Irvine Police, for all you do. Now, another area of important focus is health and wellness of our community. The COVID pandemic illustrated that local governments have an important role to play in the public health space. Through a variety of initiatives and programs, we have an opportunity to address community needs in a transformative way. As we assess current emerging issues, it is clear that mental health, addiction, and wellness programming are important, unmet needs that we as a community must address. As such, we have been working diligently to implement a health and wellness initiative to focus on providing services and programs considering the unique needs of our children, families, individuals, and seniors. Staff is currently working through an assessment to identify physical and behavioral health needs in Irvine and identify potential gaps. This is addressed in coordination with our amazing local partners. This effort is vitally important for Irvine as our community continues to grow and mature. And investing in the mental health and well-being of our community is an investment in our future. And one of the best ways to be well is through recreation. We are a city focused on recreation. Home to a nationally ranked park system, our parks and open space play a significant role in enhancing the health and well-being of our community. Our park systems continue to be ranked highest in the nation. For the 7th consecutive year, our parks have been ranked among the top 10 in the nation. The Park Score Index is recognized as a national gold standard comparison of park systems in the United States. And this incredible community has grown, with each phase being accompanied by the preservation and enhancement of natural open spaces. More than 1/3 of the city, that's 16,000 acres, is preserved as parks, trails, and natural wildlands. And we look forward to adding hundreds of acres of open space, trails, and parks as we continue. We recently announced the plans to acquire and close the All-American Asphalt plant and establish the Gateway Preserve. Gateway Preserve will connect open space and amenities that include interpretive displays, native gardens, outdoor classrooms, a small amphitheater for the community programs, and a trailhead that will connect with nearby trails. And as we focus on the outdoors, we have to continue our attention on our people. Through the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, we made a commitment to ensure that every person living and working in our community is treated with fairness and has access to equitable services and opportunities. We have celebrated our community like never before with inaugural events like Pride in Irvine, Juneteenth, Mid-Autumn Festival, and Fiesta Latina in Irvine, all culminating with Irvine's signature Global Village Festival. And we now have a score of 100 from the Human Rights Campaign due to our efforts to create a more inclusive atmosphere in our city. I look forward to continuing our efforts to celebrate diversity, promote equity, and create opportunities of inclusion for all. And you know, as much of who we are comes from our educational institutions. From our award-winning public and private schools to top-tier colleges and universities, we deliver the best in education. Just today, Concordia University announced the purchase of its Spectrum campus. This campus will serve as the new home of Concordia's successful School of Health and Human Services. And as UCI approaches its 60th anniversary in a few years, they continue to drive its mission to catalyze the community and enhance lives through rigorous academics, cutting-edge research, dedicated public service, and a health system devoted to improving the lives of the people in our community and beyond. So I want to take a minute and thank everyone that's here from our educational institutions, especially our school board members that are here today. Thank you so much. As you know, we're one of the few cities that continues to grow and provide opportunities. And now we have an obligation and a mandate from the state to make sure we provide housing for not only our growing population, but also housing that's affordable for our young professionals, our seniors, veterans, people with disabilities, and people experiencing homelessness. our state, our region, and our city are facing a housing crisis. Irvine provides more affordable housing than any other city in Orange County, more than 5,000 units and hundreds more in the pipeline. And with each new neighbor we welcome, we are reminded of our own stories of why we chose Irvine to be our home. And today, I ask each and every one of you to remember that feeling when Irvine became your home. We know that housing with services ends homelessness. Permanent supportive housing is a proven solution to homelessness for the most vulnerable and chronically homeless people. It pairs housing with case management and supportive services. In addition to ending homelessness for people who are chronically homeless, research has demonstrated that permanent supportive housing can also increase housing stability and improve health. So we continue to lead the way on so many important initiatives. I think it's about time that we lead the way to end homelessness and plan for diverse housing plans. And as we know, with housing comes transportation. As a primary source of greenhouse gas emissions in our city, the transportation sector demands immediate attention, and we recognize that promoting active transportation options is crucial. Currently, our city has over 400 miles of on-street and off-street bikeways and 900 miles of sidewalk, and we'll continue to expand and improve this network. And the recently adopted Strategic Active Transportation Plan serves as a blueprint for future active transportation projects, with a range of offerings enhancing safety for pedestrians and bicyclists, which is so important today. In December 2022, we completed construction and opened the Ventus Spur pedestrian bicycle bridge over State Route 133, providing a connection to Great Park that can easily be navigated on foot or bike, free of interaction with freeway ramp traffic. And the work continues, with the construction of a bicycle pedestrian bridge over Interstate 5 beginning this year, extending nearly 1,200 feet in length and closing the critical gap along the Jeffrey Open Space Trail. And we're also in the planning stages for a new phase for 6 new bicycle pedestrian trail segments and 2 additional bridges, with over 30 potential bridges in our future planning. When we look at our transportation vision study, we're also looking at progressing forward, geared towards studying mobility and travel patterns, focused on connecting local neighborhood destinations. With my introduction in 2019 and council approval last month, we approved the pilot implementation to improve mobility and accessibility for all residents while reducing congestion on our roads. This fixed route transit program establishes a route along Yale Avenue and Barranca Parkway. This option provides convenient access between homes, local jobs, and schools, and also connects to existing transit routes and the Irvine Metrolink station for regional travel. Our vision is to create a more connected and accessible city by expanding our bike lane network, increasing public transportation options, and encouraging the use of electric vehicles. That includes more than 200 EV charging stations being deployed at our city facilities. The City of Irvine has a strong history of environmental stewardship, including voter support of Measure S in 2010, the Sustainable Community Initiative, solidifying our commitment to renewable energy and environmental programs to support a sustainable community right here in Irvine. Irvine has been widely acknowledged as one of the greenest cities in the United States, thanks to our unwavering dedication to sustainability, energy, and environmental preservation. In pursuit of a climate-resilient future, we have undertaken several measures to identify and address climate impacts, such as developing a climate action and adaptation plan, Solarize Irvine, Cool Irvine, for which we were recognized at the C40 Global Conference in Argentina, and opportunities for residents and businesses to choose their level of renewable energy through Orange County's first and only Community Choice Energy Program, the Orange County Power Authority. As a city, we have also taken a leadership role in sustainability, implementing our Climate Action Adaptation Plan, which includes a comprehensive approach to reducing our carbon footprint by increasing renewable energy use, reducing waste, and promoting sustainable transportation options. We have also set a goal of achieving net zero emissions by 2030 and are working hard every day to make this goal. We are proud to be a leader in this important area and will continue to work towards a more sustainable future. Someone's paying attention. For more than 2 decades, we have collaborated with our community to establish a regional destination at Great Park. Our residents and visitors can relish in all the current amenities, such as miles of walking and biking trails, sports, arts exhibitions, live music concerts, seasonal events, and so much more. In July of 2022, the Great Park Framework was approved to make real what has been a commitment to build a truly great park for generations to come. This plan will provide a vision for the park that will balance the needs of our residents with the need for open space, recreational opportunities, and sustainable development. It is no secret that Great Park has been envisioned as the West Coast equivalent of Central Park in New York, and we are making real headway as of late to execute this long-standing vision. Some of the items underway are demolition of the Arta site to make way for a Veterans Memorial Park and Botanical Garden, developing lakes, meadows, farm, and a forest surrounding a world-class amphitheater, rehabilitating around 450,000 square feet of existing building space to facilitate cultural uses, including the Flying Leathernecks Air and Space Museum concept, the California Fire Museum, Pretend City, and OC Music and Dance. Making needed improvements to the sports complex, including construction of an aquatics facility in partnership with USA Water Polo, and a potential inclusion of a cricket stadium. We all know Irvine is an international destination, and it's an intentional destination. Irvine's strategic location, strong partnerships, creativity, and innovation set us apart as an ideal place for businesses to thrive. The city provides, at a high level, most everything that is of value to a business: opportunities, local high-skilled employees, public education support, safety, and top-quality infrastructure. Irvine is a thriving and diverse center of business. More than 20,000 businesses have a license in Irvine, producing more than 275,000 jobs. And one of the areas that we are focusing on to sustain our strong economic hub is our startup ecosystem. In late 2021, I established the Irvine Innovation Council, a working collaboration developing ideas and strategies for further expanding Irvine's position as a regional technology and innovation hub. And based on my efforts with the Innovation Council, we've been able to refine an action plan geared toward attracting, retaining, and supporting high-growth technology businesses. And I'm super excited to share this, that we're on the precipice of launching Irvine's first innovation lab. Yes. At the Innovation Lab, entrepreneurs with unique and viable ideas will find a world-class ecosystem of support that will help facilitate the accelerated development of their business through the incubation period, all aimed at growing and retaining successful Irvine-based companies. And once there, entrepreneurs and founders will find access to business support resources, venture capital connections, legal support, and other relevant services. And we've been able to pull together a tremendous pool of talented business executives to help support and operate this public-private venture. Together with this group, I submitted a request to the City Council to consider leasing 4,000 square feet of vacant city-owned space at the Irvine train station in order to establish Irvine's very first innovation lab. So later this month, local organizations will be hosting Tech Week. And from May 9th through 11th, I hope you will join me as Octane in partnership with the city, Greater Irvine Chamber, OC Business Council, UCI Beal Applied Innovation, and many more will host Innovation Week, where entrepreneurs, investors, industry leaders, and professional services firms convene. This is just the beginning of our ecosystem that generates opportunities, provides support, and retains talent right here in Irvine. And as I look around the room, I am inspired and hopeful because together we set the standard, not only for Orange County, but the state and the nation. We set the standard for generations of success because we have a deep sense of community, a culture of caring, and a passion for excellence. Our city has come a long way in a short period of time, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. As we continue to grow, we will remain committed to preserving the qualities that make Irvine such a special place to live, work, and raise a family. We will continue to prioritize the needs of our residents, promote sustainable growth, and maintain our commitment to excellence in all that we do. I am confident that with your continued support, we will continue to thrive and achieve great things. So, let us celebrate this achievement, and let us work together to build a bright future for Irvine and all of its residents. I want to thank all of you. Here's to a great future for our city. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys did pretty good sitting through that, so we're going to entertain you a little more. Now, I am so pleased to welcome our friends from South Coast Chinese Orchestra and Chinese Dance Company of Southern California, performing an excerpt from Monkey King, a production that originated right here in Irvine. Please give them a warm welcome. Everyone, let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you. Before I conclude tonight, if I can have our 3 women mayors please join me. So it has been a privilege to be here with you this evening. Thank you all so much. And I want to thank these women for their generations of support for our great city. Thank you. Have a great night and God bless.
Congratulations.